Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. As Master of Ceremony, it's my ability to change the program around a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're actually honoured today as well to have the Mayor of the Sunshine Coast, Mayor Mark Jamieson. Thank you very much for coming today and such a great presence of Council. And I think it would be appropriate, ladies and gentlemen, if the Mayor, if you'd like to say a few words. Again, we're all impromptu here today, ladies and gentlemen, but I think as the Mayor and the representative, the most grassroots local government and the new partnerships which we're developing, I think it's very appropriate to hear from the Mayor. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Mark Jamieson.
Well, thank you, Jarrod, very much, and welcome to everybody here today. I'd like to acknowledge Jarrod as the member for Kawana and the Attorney General. Tracy is the Minister for Communities. It's tremendous to have that state level of representation here. My councillor colleagues, the Deputy Mayor Chris Thompson and Councillors Christian and Peter. Great to see you here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking for boys and girls. Boys and girls. Thank you, Jarrod, for the opportunity to say a few words. I guess on occasions like this, it's just worth reinforcing, what it is that Council is trying to do, and indeed what Council is trying to do with the other levels of government. And some of you may be aware that earlier this year, the state government members on the Sunshine Coast and the Council formed an alliance called Sunshine Coast First, which is all about us working together collaboratively, in cooperation, minimising duplicity, so that we can ensure we do all we possibly can for our region. It's our intention to add to that alliance the new federal members when that election occurs. We had our next meeting planned for September 20, which was a week after the federal election, but we might have to review that date. But it's certainly my hope, and I know the hope of all the councillors and state members, that the federal members, and they've indicated to me, the people who are standing have indicated to me that they certainly embrace that concept. It'll be unique. You might find that unusual, but it will be unique that in a region of this size we have all three levels of government working collaboratively together. It makes sense to me, and that's why I've been such a keen proponent of making it happen. However, Council and indeed those other levels of government will all be aiming to, I guess, improve our economic prosperity. And I guess the hot piece of news on that issue is the recently announced priority development area for the Horton Park Golf Club site, which will be our region's new CBD. That fast tracking, I appreciate the support from the state government in giving us that fast tracking. It's one of only a handful of priority development areas in South East Queensland. Will certainly add to our economic prosperity over time. The environment's very important to people on the Sunshine Coast and very important to Council, and will continue to be important for all of us because it's a very unique point of difference we have, and it needs to be preserved in every possible way to make sure we do get the right balance. But ultimately what's important is people, and people what our communities are all about. And our efforts in economic development, our efforts in environmental protection should all be aimed at fostering a community goodwill, community determination, community success that enables people to have the lifestyle we all aspire to here on the Sunshine Coast. So it's about having those three elements in balance. You'll appreciate it's not always possible to have everything working perfectly all at one time. However, I think we're making great steps towards reinforcing that position. I congratulate all of you here today who are being recognised for your contribution to our community, because ultimately, as I say, it's about people, and your efforts are being lauded and recognised for the contribution you've made. And to have that opportunity here this morning with your family and friends, to stand witness as you're lauded as a great contributor to our community is something you should be very proud of. And I, as Mayor, speaking on behalf of all the residents of the Sunshine Coast, congratulate you and wish you all very well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Jamieson. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move into a great part of the morning, and that's the award ceremony. And to do this, as I said, we've got a bit of impromptu with the students actually now reading out the awards, but the students have negotiated down there, and the 4 senior students, 2 at Merredin State College and Siena Catholic College, will actually partner, and they're all going to, as a team, read out all the names. So if I can ask the principal of Graham Height of Siena and also Julie Cornman, if you can come and introduce your captains, that would be fantastic, and then the captains will come up and they will read the names of all the recipients. I'm also going to ask Ms Crotty if you can have your young students from Medina State School to join with me at the side to hand the show bags to the recipients once they have their certificates. So if you guys want to come to the side there, I very much enjoy the ceremonies getting all the kids involved. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll get Graham Height up and Julie Corman just to introduce their captains, and then we'll get on with the award ceremony.